Who are these people? What are they doing in this cypress stand? Maybe we should start at the real beginning. Alan David Broussard had a dream of conserving the Florida landscape and wildlife he had come to love. His life was cut short, but his dream still grows through the Alan Broussard Conservancy and Forever Florida. His father, Dr. William Broussard, explains how the Alan Broussard Conservancy and Forever Florida began.
The last few weeks of his life, he was in the hospital in St. Louis University, where he'd had a heart transplant. And I went up there to visit him every weekend. And on Thanksgiving weekend, we talked a long time about the ecology around here and how rare those ecosystems were becoming and how they were generally not being managed correctly. And he made me aware of all that. About 6 weeks later, Alan died.
The seed planted on that Thanksgiving weekend has grown into a 4,700-acre wildlife conservation area called Forever Florida, purchased piece by piece through the Alan Broussard Conservancy, a non-profit 401c3 scientific corporation. The lumber industry of the last century had decimated the old-growth forest in this area. When the Broussards started buying property through the Conservancy, they realized there were timber thieves hauling off cypress and pine by the semi-trailer full. Through a lot of effort, they were able to stop the thieves, but only the smallest trees were left standing. This led to the next challenge, trying to restore the ecosystems that had been nearly destroyed by the lumber industry and timber thieves. Dr. Broussard and his staff at the Conservancy have planted over 135,000 trees since 1990. The fruits of their labor can most clearly be seen around the Cypress Restaurant, which was once nothing but a cow pasture. Help is always welcome, and the Conservancy was recently the recipient of a $5,000 matching grant to purchase 11,000 bare-root bald cypress trees and 700 potted pond cypress trees. This grant was part of Constellation Energy's EcoStar Grant Program. In 2011, Constellation Energy awarded 85 EcoStar grants in 17 states for a total of $355,000. All of the grants go to help with environmental projects. The next part of the grant involved finding volunteers to help plant the trees. One of the first groups contacted was the Florida Trail Association. The Florida National Scenic Trail passes through Forever Florida, and the volunteers of the FTA are well known for the labor-intensive work they do, maintaining and building trails, bridges, and boardwalks. They were a perfect fit for this project. And so the forming of a coalition began, with many environmental groups stepping up: the Florida Native Plant Society, Florida Audubon, the IFAS extension of the University of Florida, and students from the biology department of the University of Central Florida were some of the people who volunteered. And so trees were purchased, dates coordinated, and an event was planned. Florida Wildlife Federation and Osceola County were sponsors. Local businesses also got in on the act. 2J's in Melbourne provided breakfast to the volunteers each morning. The Green Turtle Market, located in Indian Harbor Beach, and Jason's Deli, also located in Melbourne, alternated providing the volunteers with lunch each day. This truly was a community effort, a very large community. Volunteers came from as far north as Gainesville, as far south as Miami, and as far west as Tampa. Why would so many travel so far and work so hard? Because they hoped the trees they planted during those 2 weekends in February 2012 will continue to grow just like Alan Broussard's dream. They want to make sure future generations will see Florida in its natural and most majestic state, and there truly will be Forever Florida.
We're planting trees that are going to live thousands of years, hopefully.
That's his hope for this legacy land right here.